Before the X-Men, before the Avengers, there was Marvel's first family. 4 explorers who never sought power, but changed the fate of humanity forever. This is the origin of the Fantastic Four. Before we reach the launch, we need to understand where this story lives. In Marvel Comics, the multiverse exists, but every story has a center. That center is known as Earth 616, the main Marvel universe, where the most important events, heroes, and legacies are born. Yes, there are infinite other universes. Worlds where heroes make different choices or never become heroes at all. But for this origin story, we are staying right here on Earth 616, because this is where everything truly begins. To understand the Fantastic Four, we have to go back to 1961. At the time, superhero comics were losing popularity. Perfect heroes felt distant, unrelatable. So Stan Lee had a new idea. What if superheroes weren't perfect? What if they argued, failed, and felt human? He took that idea to Jack Kirby, already legendary for his powerful art and imagination. Together they created something revolutionary. Not gods, not soldiers, but a family. And in November 1961, Fantastic Four was born. The team consisted of 4 people. Reed Richards, a child prodigy with a genius-level intellect. Born in California, Reed excelled in physics, engineering, and experimental science. While studying at university, he met Ben Grimm. Their friendship would become unbreakable. Reed dreamed of one thing above all else: pushing humanity beyond its limits. Ben Grimm, born and raised on Yancey Street in Brooklyn, a tough working-class Jewish neighborhood. Ben was brilliant but grounded. He studied science and engineering alongside Reed, then became a test pilot and astronaut, serving with the US Air Force. Susan Storm, born in Glenville, New York. Sue studied biophysics and advanced sciences. She met Reed when he moved to Glenville and became close to her family. Sue was calm, intelligent, and emotionally strong, often the emotional center of the group, even before they became heroes. And finally, Johnny Storm, Sue's younger brother, a hot-headed teenager still in high school, brilliant, reckless, and impatient. Johnny met Reed and Ben through Sue, never realizing his life was about to change forever. None of them wanted to be heroes, but the 60s were interesting times. The Cold War had the world on the edge, and space was the final frontier. Whoever controlled space controlled the future. Reed Richards had spent years studying cosmic radiation, unknown forces flooding space. To Reed, cosmic rays represented 2 things: humanity's next great leap forward and its greatest risk. Then came the fear. Reed became convinced that the Soviets were close to launching their own mission. Driven by urgency and obsession, he made a reckless decision. They would launch immediately. No official approval, no government clearance. The rocket launched, unshielded against cosmic radiation, and in space, everything went wrong. The ship flew directly into a storm of cosmic rays. Alarm screen systems failed. Ben fought desperately to keep the craft under control as the radiation tore through the ship. Against all odds, the rocket barely survived re-entry, crashing back on Earth. They were alive. Soon after returning, each of them began to change, not randomly, but in ways that reflected who they already were. Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. Reed's body became elastic and endlessly flexible. A man whose mind could stretch beyond limits now had a body that could do the same. Susan Storm, Invisible Woman. Sue gained the power of invisibility and later the ability to generate powerful force fields. Her powers symbolized the protection, control, and inner strength. Johnny Storm, Human Torch. Johnny's reckless energy became literal fire. He could ignite his body, fly, and shout the words that would echo through Marvel history. Ben Grimm, the Thing. Ben paid the highest price. His body transformed into living stone, granting immense strength at the cost of his humanity. In that moment, the Fantastic Four were born. But the Fantastic Four were never just about powers. They didn't wear masks, they didn't hide who they were. They argued, they failed, they hurt each other, and still they stayed together. Because at their core, they were not a team, they were a family. From the pages of Fantastic Four, the entire Marvel universe began to expand. The foundation of Marvel Comics was built right here. And it all started with 4 people who never meant to change the world, but did anyway.
I came up with something I called the Fantastic Four, about 4 superheroes. But instead of making them heroes who wore costumes, I figured I'm not going to give them costumes. And I tried to make them real characters living in the real world.
I am the Mad Variant, and welcome to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe.